Anyway.
Other announcements from PAX include The Good Life.
Yay.
What do you make of this?
We haven't talked about that, have
No,
we?
we kind of... Well, it was always in kind of a transitional period when we had a podcast.
Swery saying that this is not indicative of the final quality.
No,
but
it's not.
Hand in hand with this announcement is the announcement of the FIG campaign.
Okay, this is where I'm like, I start breaking down, going like, what the fuck? What the fuck is FIG?
Okay, FIG is like Kickstarter.
Why isn't it on Kickstarter?
Because FIG is where
the advantage?
People invest and get shares in the game.
Shut up.
And make money back, depending on how successful the game is. So
do you remember how one of the larger complaints about Kickstarter is people that wanted to put larger amounts of money in, but they're like, why would I put this money in when I'm not going to get anything back? Because I'm not investing in it.
Oh, yeah. What am I getting other than getting a dinner with you?
Yes. People are going like, I feel ripped that I'm doing this as a donation instead of as an investment.
People with bigger money that want to spend capital.
So FIG shows up, and Pillars 2 was the first big game that I remember being associated with it. Pillars 2 shows up.
That was founded by Schaefer and crew.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
FIG,
This is doing it as well. It's like, okay, you can treat this like a Kickstarter. You can just go, it's like, I want my $10 and it's my early bird copy, or whatever it happens to be, right? Or if you have a lot of more money to just throw at it, you can get dividends on the game sales.
So if you are if you're an investor, straight up, like you're more than just a Kickstarter backer that wants to buy the game and go, hey, I'll support with my money.
Yeah.
You want to get money back.
Yeah.
You can treat this as an actual portfolio, if you would, and throw down a lot of money. And depending on how successful the game is, make back shares.
So to answer your question, Matt, the benefit is for people that are going to throw in bigger amounts of money, they can actually get some money back if the game does well.
Because I always see when something's on Kickstarter and it's on Indiegogo, I see people complaining like, "I don't fucking use Indiegogo. What the fuck?" Why?
Yeah, and usually
another service, I was like, "Oh, that's not good."
And it's always based on
that sounds good.
It's always based on what the team wants. Do they want the money right away? Do they want sort of guarantees? Do they people pick it for different reasons, right? Some people are like, "Oh, Kickstarter takes too much of a giant."
Since we started this podcast, a lot of people have accused me of having paid the $34,000 tier to become a character in The Good Life. I have not bought that tier.
Okay.
But someone fucking did.
Well,
that's incredible.
What we know about The Good Life now as a game is
it's a murder mystery.
It appears to be a cartoonier or more like less realistic version of Deadly Premonition, except
you're an American photographer in England in an English village,
and everyone turns into cats
at night.
I wanted to mention one last thing about FIG. For the developers, there's also a substantial benefit in that Pillars 2 actually made almost as much money for its campaign as the first one did, even though there were way less backers. And that's because you can actually go to a FIG page and see what is donations and what's pledges and what's investments.
Okay.
And it's 50-50. So for FIG funds, that's $2.5 million from a couple thousand people,
right?
Total, and you can continue to invest in them over time. So you could possibly get a lot more money to develop your game if you do that.
Going to the actual game itself, I think the artwork is really strong, but even though it's not
clearly
representative, I kind of dig the low polygon look for the environments, but the actual people need to be a bit more detailed to get more expressions because they seem a little.
I think they should be slightly less detailed.
Well, yeah, okay, no, that's what I mean. They need to be slightly less detailed. In terms of that they look more like artwork, just a picture rather than these. These models don't look amazing.
You want Overworld Cloud?
Overworld Cloud, yeah. I want their faces to be drawings. I want it to be like Wind Waker Link.
Okay.
For expressions.
Well, yeah, here you're seeing a sort of in between where, and of course it's crisp ass resolution on these deliberately low poly characters.
Yeah.
But the world doesn't always look low poly. The world looks basic, but the characters themselves are Virtua Fighter 2 ish.
Yeah.
I'd say Virtua Fighter 2-ish.
Between 1 and 2.
Yeah. It's an odd choice.
It's very not Japanese.
No,
me.
for clearly.
It's very like
clearly
the opposite.
And then you turn into cats
at night.
And that's a whole other mechanic that is.
So I follow Swear on Twitter like most people do, and he follows more people than I've ever seen anyone follow. He follows the most random people. Like
well, I think he incorporates the hip hop's Instagram style of follow back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But Sweary, I think once a day says drank too much, going to bed, and the like a whole minute of this trailer is devoted to drinking.
Yeah.
You see the main character, this American woman photographer, just drinking.
Oh no, I waste all my money on drinks.
Oh no.
I should probably save this.
But it seems like a very fun, intriguing project. Like I'm gonna now look into
Oh my fucking god.
It has a murder. That's the whole point of the fucking game.
Did you miss
I missed that part.
There's a killer
sword through it. Oh,
there's a murder mystery that needs solving.
I didn't realize there was a murder.
That's the Deadly Premonition comparison.
Well, I mean that's the everything comparison.
Well, I mean in D4 it was like where'd Peggy go?
Oh man, what if the end of this
turns out to be
it was little Peggy.
It was the sequel.
Little Peggy killed herself.
It was the sequel all along.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I desperately want a sequel to D4 more than anything.
You know what I would take over that?
What?
Sitting down with Suda, and he just tells me what was going to be the game.
Suda.
Yeah. No, Suda.
Now, Wooly, I'm going to send it to you later, but there's this
Suda
video.
tells me.
There's a video I saw this morning. The first thing
you don't have to send it to me. I've seen it.
What?
Wolfpack for life?
You did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
You did. See
Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Swery and Suda doing the fucking...
And Swery's wearing a fucking gigantic white puffy fur coat.
I love these people.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
They look like they're having so much fun.
They would have fun.
If you add Kamiya in there, that would be a wrestling supergroup.
Oh, God.
Kamiya was busy.
Auteurs? Japanese auteurs? Yeah.
Kamiya was busy playing Aztez.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Kamiya was busy, bulking up for the movie adaptation of Persona 5.
Wait, Kamiya or Kojima?
I guess so.
He looks
Kojima,
just like him, man.
Kojima spent his morning...
His glasses are the same!
Dude,
tweeting about fucking...
I would vote for
Kamiya.
Hideki Samael Kamiya.
Oh, you! And he speaks with Char's voice somehow.
That'd be
Weird.
great. That'd be great. Oh.